Superheroes. Just saying the word brings up mental images of godlike beings. Some alien, some failed experiments, some actual gods. But we went the other path. We decided to rank, in our opinion, the best non-powered heroes in comics. And where being a being of sometimes godlike power, we left Batman off the list. So we are the WWADcast, today with Megan, Tristan, Mark, and me, Nick. And we bring you the top 10 non-powered heroes that are not Batman.
10!
Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd, I would say, is more of a parody of what the comic culture was at the time. And he gave us a great movie and a horrible movie.
Pretty much incomparable to each other. Like, if you haven't seen the recent movie, go see the newest movie. If you have seen the old movie, I'm sorry.
We feel so bad for you.
Yeah, we've all suffered that.
Yeah.
And he is the law.
I am the law.
I am the law.
Okay.
Number 9.
Black Widow. High five. Okay.
Well, as kind of Cold War spies go, you can't get much cooler than Black Widow.
Yeah, she is so badass. She's just all over the place and so just level-minded about the whole thing.
And that ass.
And dead ass. Dim titties.
And she will manipulate the fuck out of you to get what she wants.
Yep. Yeah. Well, that's actually every woman's superpower.
Very true. She has the powers of being a woman.
Sigh.
Number 8.
Number 8. Rorschach. Also, we're going to cheat up with this one and put in the question from the DC universe because, let's face it, they're kind of the same person.
Essentially.
Like,
yeah, he
they're...
didn't have a face either, did he?
No,
really.
Rorschach had the ink blot.
Yeah.
The question had just a skin-colored
Face.
so it looked like just no
Yeah.
face. They're both conspiracy nuts. Completely crazy. And that's why we love them.
The question is so much more scary, though, just because he doesn't have a face. Or, he has the face, but, the hiding it underneath the skin-colored
it looks
mask.
like...
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm so afraid of masks.
At least with Rorschach, you're getting, this little cool...
Yeah,
it's a cool design.
And it's a little different every time, and they did such a good job of that mask in the movie. That was so well executed.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was wonderful.
Yeah.
So we got number 7 being Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson himself, or David Hasselhoff.
Yeah. Actually, I heard that when they redid for Ultimate everything, they made Nick Fury African-American just so that they could get him to play the character in the movie.
Yeah, there was one issue with, it was Nick Fury and I think one of the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents talking about who would play them and he flat out says, I like Samuel L. Jackson.
Well, as much as I like Samuel L. Jackson, I wouldn't want to hassle the Hoff.
I'll get that vampire's blood if I have to suck it from her neck.
For being in charge of all of these people with superpowers, he leads them with an iron fist. He is so hardcore. I wouldn't mess with him.
No, he keeps everyone in line. It's they all hate working together for the most part.
Thor's a fucking god and he's afraid of Nick Fury.
I know, that is how powerful he is.
Exactly.
I think there's a fist underneath that eye patch. Got number 6, Green Arrow. We kind of we was like, okay, we need to either put Hawkeye or Green Arrow. One of the two. You have Hawkeye, who just came off of the Avengers. You have Green Arrow, who just came off of the first season of their successful TV show. Kind of butt heads. We kind of agreed on Green Arrow.
Time for the grand finale.
I much prefer Green Arrow to Hawkeye in any situation. But I kind of think it's just because I like Oliver so much as a character. Outside of him being the Green Arrow, he's kind of an insufferable douchebag. But
In the bag, or you want to go a few rounds with me? I am talking about sparring.
That'd be nice too.
I love him
God,
because
yes.
of it. He's so funny to read. Hawkeye is just kind of you're an insufferable douchebag and I hate you.
Yeah, he comes off as kind of generic and...
Yeah. And for some reason, that purple suit, I always think he's a villain. I flip it over, I'm like, oh, wait, there you are, hi.
So then we got first half of the second half of the list, Captain America. I think we're going to be. I think this one's slightly cheating, considering that he uses steroids, and steroids are bad.
Don't do drugs.
He's a super soldier, so he's enhanced.
Exactly. The same kind of idea that made him Captain America, made Bruce Banner the Hulk, made Luke Cage Power Man.
It's not a superpower that he's given. He's the peak of human physical condition.
Exactly.
He just hasn't earned it, and I think that is kind of cheating, and that's why he's right in the middle of the pack. That's why he isn't higher.
Yeah.
That man is nothing but a fucking spandex suit and a shield. He's still really not got much going on for him.
No.
Yeah.
Because when Captain America throws his mighty shield.
All those who chose to oppose his shield must yield.
It's coming in at number 4. We have Barbara Gordon, Batgirl / Oracle. I think this is one of the best characters DC made in a long time, and the best character they fucked up in a long time.
I'm actually surprised she's not a little higher on the list.
She was originally. It started with, no spoilers, and then Batgirl, and then everybody else just kind of like got spliced into it.
I think she would have been. I think she would have been higher if
Had they not fucked up the
if
reboot.
she had not come back as Batgirl in the New 52.
Did you just... Sorry.
I love Batgirl as a character. I don't want it to be Barbara Gordon. I loved her as the Oracle.
Mm-hmm. Plus, because she was so good at her job as Oracle, it made the villain version of her possible calculated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the way that I tried to explain it to Cody was that instead of being like a supporting character the way Alfred or Commissioner Gordon is, it's like she has the ability to be clairvoyant. She could tell you anything that's going on in Gotham City at any point in time, and it's not a power, it's because she's so good with technology.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she basically just runs the show of both Batman and...
She was so... the Birds of Prey was her team. In the New 52, I'm pretty sure it's Black Canary's team.
Yes.
But, the original Birds of Prey was her team that she put together.
You some can simply call us the one and only Birds of Prey.
Top 3 has to go to... But I think we can all agree, Punisher is completely insane.
Yeah.
But I don't blame him. If my family was gunned down in Crossfire from a mob hit...
This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive. It's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
I actually don't think that he's that... I wouldn't say that he's insane. I mean, he's ruthless, but I mean, after your family's been murdered, what do you have left but revenge?
True.
Yeah.
He has nothing left.
So he's got everything to gain by going after these people.
Right, what is his life to him now that he doesn't...
No, really, I give up.
And then what? Get some Weasley lawyer? Spend a year or 2 in prison and then you're back on the streets again? Sorry, in this war there's no surrender.
He's higher than, say, Captain America because Punisher is pretty much the peak of human performance because he made himself the peak of human performance.
Right.
Yeah.
He is the best shooter. He can take hits. Has stamina, indomitable will. Just
no fear.
Pretty much.
No fear. Also, about Punisher that I find admirable, which is kind of weird because I'm a hemophobic pacifist. He is willing to go out there and just take those people down. He's putting an end to this. There isn't no jail time. There isn't no paying back the community. You made somebody hurt. You're gonna hurt.
Rounding out number 2, we have he is Iron Man.
I am Iron Man.
Really, this is the guy who launched the Marvel movies into what they are right now. Without that first Iron Man movie, nothing would have happened.
Oh, no, not at all.
That first Iron Man movie that set the levels for every movie that's still coming out after that.
Right, and still, he is fucking ballin'. Batman has all of his stuff commissioned. Iron Man built it. And he builds a lot of it, and he kicks fucking ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he builds it because he's bored a lot of the time.
Yeah, because he's insanely neurotic.
Yes.
Or if, like, it's like,
That didn't work. Let me
Hulk?
build a whole new suit.
we have a Hulk on our team. What if he goes rogue, or what if he gets really fucking angry? I'm gonna build a Hulkbuster. Thor, he's a god. What if he goes evil? I'm gonna build the Thorbuster.
Yeah, take that, Bruce Wayne. You have files, he has machines! Rah! I love Iron Man.
Like, also, like, a good character is also considered in their flaws, and Tony Stark being a raging alcoholic was a great character arc. Demon in a Bottle is still one of my favorite comics. So, we're at the number 1. Before we get to number 1, let's run down 10 through 2. We got The Law, that is Judge Dredd.
You betray the law!
We have Assassin Spy, Black Widow.
It worked. We'll need to arrange a new drop.
Rorschach in the Question coming in at number 7.
Ow! What was that for?
All that crazy Mystery Man mojo and you couldn't even pick up a clue without being seen?
Samuel L. Jackson himself, Nick Fury.
I am very real. I'm the realest person you're ever gonna meet.
Green Arrow.
Leo Mueller, you have failed this city.
Captain America and all of his steroids.
It doesn't matter what the newspapers say, or the politicians, or the whole world. They don't define who you are. You do.
Barbara Gordon, but more Oracle.
Woo.
What are you doing tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky.
What?
Never mind.
We have the Punisher.
Don't know who you are, Jungle Boy, but if you get in my way one more time, the lion ain't gonna walk tonight, or ever again. You understand?
And Iron Man.
Hey, just wait for my ride.
So here we are at number 1.
Can you imagine who it's going to be?
It's obviously Batman. But also...
It's Robin.
Robin.
And Nightwing for jokes.
It's Dick Grayson.
Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson, number 1, and I can't imagine anybody else I'd rather in that position.
It's very
There isn't really much other people that you could put into that position. He has been Batman's best Robin, because Jason Todd died.
So, my heart. Okay. Come on.
Never look at a crowbar again. Damian Wayne, who is Batman's son.
He's the worst Robin.
Oh my
Cheer
God.
the fuck up, man.
So angry.
And he's dead now, too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
No, I stopped reading.
Spoilers.
And I guess the second best Robin is Tim Drake.
I like Tim Drake.
Who kind of, like, is the new Teen Titans leader in the New 52. But Dick Grayson has been Robin. Has been his own man and cleaned up Bloodhaven.
Need a hand? No. Okay, well, how about I just stick around and watch?
And came back and become Batman.
And not only to become Batman, who
His
was
father.
his role model, his teacher, his mentor.
In all purposes, Bruce Wayne is...
He raised him.
Yeah, he's the father
created-
of all of those kids, even if some of them hate him, Jason Todd.
Yeah, but here, Dick Grayson comes back from becoming his own man and making his own name. And not only does he pick up the mantle as Batman when his quote-unquote father is gone, he takes after his actual legitimate son and teaches him, like, hey, stop being such a hateful little fuck. Like, let's go have a good time.
It was a great role reversal. It was because back in the day when Batman is at his broodiest, it was Batman being, I'm the goddamn Batman, and Robin being, gee willikers, Batman, to Dick Grayson as Batman being, chill out, dude. I'm not gonna hit you that hard.
Pretty much, like, fuck your crime, but have a nice day. Right?
2, and his sidekick being, I will put this sword through your chest.
Yeah. Man,
Damian Wayne...
He's brutal!
That's because he was raised by Talia and Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, but he's still terrifying.
Yeah.
For a reason or not, he's a scary little kid. I would cross the street if I saw him come towards me.
Why do you think he was named Damien?
Right.
Yeah, very true.
So, I think putting a stamp on the top 10 non-superpowered heroes that are not Batman is a great way to end that. So this is the WWADcast for our first top 10, and we'll catch you next time with our next top 10.
Also, if you have anything to